Welcome to a new episode of Dick Retro Plays the Classics. Today, we're going to be doing a fan request from Tori Wilson. You know, if you've watched the podcast or listened to the podcast, you know, you've heard me talk. Everybody knows that my favorite game from the NES era is Kid Niki. So that's exactly what we'll be playing today, is Kid Niki. I'll describe why it's one of my favorites. It's well, let's just go ahead and get into it here. Ninja School will help you. The translation's kind of weird there. Another world map. We saw this in Castlevania. This was really popular. Round 1 versus Death Breath. So yeah, the music. I hope you like this music because this is what we're going to be listening to for the entirety of the game. Except for a couple. There's a couple instances where the music does change. But yeah, check this out. Look how colorful this is. So, you know, you've got Kid Niki there. I called them the little pink monkey men. They just kind of fly off. You get the birds. I feel like everything only has like 2 frames of animation in this game. But those are the, I think they're called the Fox Clan or something like that. I think they're supposed to be fox faces, but yeah, there's a red variety. As you just saw, they'll shoot arrows and stuff like that. Knock these out of the way. But yeah, look at all the colors. This is so colorful, and it's just, you know, the guys, Kid Niki's well defined. You know, it's almost like storybook in a way. Yeah, absolutely love this game. These little pink monkey men, very arcadey. It is an arcade port. So we're kind of getting close to the first level. This little mountain, it looks like it's giving me the finger. See that? Yeah. That's what I always thought. And it happens again later, but okay, here we go. Here's Death Breath. So very, very interesting bosses. Now he'll blow air at you, I think, if you give him the opportunity. The only way to kill him is to hit him in the nuts. Which, you know, it's an odd thing. Actual headline, if you want bigger balls, you just have to drink Coke or Pepsi. That's a true story.
Balls to you!
He's dead. And I always destroy this thing because sometimes you get like a little gift or something. We got points for that one, but yep. That's the first level down. We're gonna, instead of just going straight to that tower, we're gonna go all the way around the world. All right, we're back again. There, if you kill all those birds, you get like a power up. We're not gonna do that. We're not. There are secret areas. I know you can climb one of these trees or something like that. I'm not sure. This isn't like a complete walkthrough. We're just gonna look at it and we're gonna play through it because, like I said, I love this game. Did we skip over it? I think I might have skipped through that screen. The boss of this level is Spike, who's that's a power up again. Look at all the, see, we got the red character, you got little blue fox guys, you got the little yellow dragon bird things, you got all your basic colors there. This was just a really, and of course, you know, you've got the music still going. So, I do want to take the time to say that a really, really sad story. There was, oh, wait, hold on, here's the boss fight. Here's Spike, okay, so I think he throws a projectile if you give him a chance. This one's a little trickier because jumping back over him. Now on this side, it's easy to jump over his ball and chain, but when you're on this side, you can sometimes get caught in the frame of it and hang up, but yeah. So the sad story is that once upon a time, Kid Niki was going to be remade, and it was going to be awesome. It was a great remake from Geek Baron Studios. You've not heard of them. They're working on their first title now, but they had this awesome idea to reboot Kid Niki. All right, now we're in the mountains. They're going to reboot Kid Niki, and they pushed it, and they pushed it, and they finally got to IREM Studios. They actually own the rights to Kid Niki. And Geek Baron Studios, right down there, look, they're giving me the finger again. Which that's kind of poignant, because that's exactly what I'm about to say. IREM Studios, I'm Geek Baron Studios, by the way. That's what they did. They gave me the finger. Yeah, as you just as you can see from that email. I don't know, whatever reason they weren't willing to license it, because I know they ported it. You can play the arcade version of Kid Niki on like the Switch. Actually, I think it's on all major consoles now. It's not this version, but I don't know if that had something to do with it, because it's been a few years since I did that, and that was fairly recently, or maybe it's not been fairly recently. I'm not sure. But yeah, it would have been so awesome, because there's a lot of odd things that happen. For instance, in this level, we're almost to the boss again. So this is the Horned Witch, and I'm going to show you something. When we go in here, all right, so she flies, we're going to hit her, and then she splits. And she's got these I just got hit by 2 of those arrows, and it did no damage. And now apparently the little versions don't do damage. Anyway, so you destroy her, she keeps splitting up. So look, there she's in anguish, and then she flies away. So Death Breath disappeared, Spike disappeared. She doesn't disappear, she flies away. What's up with that? What's that story? What is that about? See, that's something that I could have went into, you know, if they would have allowed me to remake this game. So, why am I... Okay. Alright, so we got like little falling Garfields. Now, if you listen... Yeah, we actually have different music this level. Only this level. Where we have the flame-spitting frogs, and I think they're cats. I'm not sure. They're flying cats, maybe flying foxes. I don't know. I always called them Garfields when I was younger, and I played this game. But now our first, like, really kind of crappy spot is coming up, because what they end up doing is there's, in the later half of this level, they have... Ooh, I thought I was going to get hit. They have bubbles that come up from the water. They're... what is that? Right here. This is the bubble part. There's no real pattern to it. The RNG is based... It's completely just kind of... Oh, we got kind of lucky there, but... Yeah, see... Excuse me. They, I hate this part. Because it's so hit or miss, because you really can't judge it. Because, Oh, yeah, and they come over. It's like you're not even safe standing on it, because they wobble. They wobble so much going up, and they. Okay. All right, so now we are at the next boss, which this is a grub worm. I think it is. Now this is kind of cool. So this actually shows damage. You got to watch those little white pebbles that fly out. If you get hit by one of those projectiles, it will kill you. But yeah, if you hit his fleshy parts, which I can't seem to do right now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it exposes his skeleton, so you actually kind of have an idea of where you're going. Actually, I think there's some clipping. I think there's one more section that we're not... Yeah, there's 2 sections there. There's one, and then you got to hit his head. Oh, almost died there. Yeah, there's one on his tail that's kind of clipping a little bit. There, we got it. Okay, now we just got to hit his head. Which I don't know, it's a grub worm, but it's almost kind of like a fish-like. I don't know. It's. I need him to come. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and then yeah, his bones fly apart. So again, this thing's really dead. Or the Horned Witch. You can tell it really bothered me that the Horned Witch flies away. I want to know more of her story. But we're almost through. We're going into... Now, this is the first really hard level against the Mad Monk because of these green birds. So, you have to basically just inch up because the spawn point, if you're going full force, they'll land right on top of your head. That's why it's taking so long to get through here. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is just time consuming. All right, we're out of that, and now the guys from Bonk's Adventure are going to be in this next part down here. Our music's back. You know, we had to go back to our original. Yeah, little bald guys. So with the little, they will jump at you. There's also those little demon things that are flying with spears. Yeah, if you don't kill them immediately, they'll start to jump, and if they jump, then yeah, you don't want any part of that. Okay. These remind me of another game. I can't remember what it was. Something tells me Jackie Chan's Adventures or something like that. I want to say there were Buddha statues in that as well. Maybe we might play that on the show one day. That's a classic, isn't it? And based on a cartoon from the 80s, I believe, Jackie Chan Adventures. I think so. I don't know. I'll look at that. I'll see. There's another one right there. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. There's definitely a huge library of options for these retro classics. So, all right, we're going to go in here. We're going to fight the Mad Monk, which has he's got a really weird sort of... All right, so you hit him, you got to go back. It's a weird mechanic how we've not really discussed how your sword flies out, but yeah, and he sends the little, I think it's the F word. Yeah, little Fs there. Those are F-bombs too. So, a foul-mouthed Mad Monk. If you stand between these trees, you'll be safe from the F word or his F-bombs, which eventually, yeah, you just got to go and you got to hit. Because I think the only two attacks he has is the Full Cloud that drops F-bombs, and then just he spits F-bombs everywhere. Just the potty-mouthed Mad Monk. All right, let's... I don't want to risk it. Here we go. Now's the time. Bam. Oh, whoa, look at that. I hit him again. Yeah, so, all right, look at that. See, is that supposed to be a skeleton? What's up with that? Anyway, you notice he doesn't leave like the Horned Witch leaves. I know I keep talking about that, but you're going to see this is not the last level. I thought it was. No, this is Samurai Guard. Okay. We got our little monkey men back, which they're kind of cream colored now. Weren't they pink in the first level? Or maybe they just look different against this kind of a gray backdrop here. More of the flying up. Oh, ooh, almost botched that. So we're getting close. We're outside the castle of the Stone Wizard, where there's a story to this. Margot has been abducted. I don't know if she's a princess or if it's just Kid Niki's girlfriend. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, we got to rescue her, and then I'm sure the Stone Wizard's just a bad guy. He's got to go. This next boss is pretty cool, though. I always like the look of him. Back to our music again. Yeah. A little spinny sword. I like the ninjas on the sheet. I think they're also in Rescue Rangers, aren't they? I believe so. Rescue Rangers, that's another good one. We should look at Rescue Rangers in one of these. All right, a little bubble pea. I wonder if these are the guys that are like under the water of the level before last, and they just kind of spit up, because these are kind of intermittent too. Little birdie's back, and we're about to fight the boss. I can't remember his name. Tower Guard? Sentinel Guard? I don't know. We saw it before it clipped. I wasn't really paying attention. I guess I should have been. Oh, almost died. Here we go. Yeah, he kind of looks like an insect, but he's got like the samurai armor. I just don't like his legs. They look kind of weird. But now, all right, so the gimmick with this guy is you can't kill him as long as he's holding that spear. So you knock it out of his hand, and then you quickly got to edge in and hit him, and then make sure you don't get hit, knock it out again, hit him, and hopefully you don't get hit. There you go. You basically got to keep him on this side of the screen. Remember, as soon as you hit him, you got to get out. Oh, I messed that one up. As soon as you hit him, you got to get out of there, because he will backpedal right into you. And all right, I got a little nervous there. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. All right, that's one more maybe. Yeah, see, he's dead too. He's dead too. All right, on to the, well, we'll say it's the last level. And now that I'm actually caught back up, there's, I know you notice there's a wardrobe change. I actually messed up the audio of my original video. So, yeah, I don't know what happened. This is actually my second playthrough, which is why the score down there and the lives don't necessarily match up. So, I think I've worked that kink out, so we won't have that issue in the future. But yeah, here we are. It's the last level. I thought we were going to be inside a castle. Maybe we are. It looks like we're still outside. Maybe it's because of the blue thing. I like the tigers in the back. Make me think of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. I think in one of the levels. Maybe it wasn't even that one. It was one of the Turtles games. They had them. So this level, you know, we've seen the Fox Clan. We've got the little bald babies back. We got the flying. You know, this pretty much throws everything at you again. Yeah, we're outside. Look at the trees. Okay. You could probably just walk through this. I don't know, the hitbox on those things are not... Maybe these low ones, you have to get rid of them. Okay. We are almost to the... Yeah, the stone wizard is guarded by a single fire-breathing frog. So this is actually the easiest boss. We're going to go in there, slap him in the face, and then go get our sword and rinse and repeat. As long as you do it quickly... I thought I got hit right there. Yeah, as long as you do it quickly, here, well, as soon as it changes over, pick up your sword. He doesn't have a chance to attack. And there's Margot down there. You see she's tied up. Yeah, we're just going to go back and get her sword, slap her in the face, go back and get her sword, go back up to slap her in the face. Yeah, quick enough, never a problem. All right, so he goes, and I guess that's supposed to be a hole in the wall, which she was just tied up, so I don't know how she got free so quick. That's suspicious. All right, but he left. He jumped through the wall, and now you see we're on the other side of the tower. All right, and this level's pretty much like a long boss fight. If you stay in the center here, we're going to come across the Stone Wizard a couple of times. And you just got to hit him twice each time, and then he turns into like a little weird flying bat head type thing. It's really, really strange and obscure. But every time we see him, we're going to hit him twice, and then we're going to move to a new location. And then there's kind of like a last little boss fight where you just have to hit him twice. And then here's the, I'm on top of the world. And you can hear him spitting those balls no matter where he's at. Here we go. This one's a little bit trickier because, well, yeah, see, he spawns one of those little floating heads. So you can jump it. It's best to go underneath it. It gets a little dicey if you try and jump it with the frames and stuff. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, it came. Okay, but it. Oh, okay. There's been so many times that I've thought that I've been hit, but all right, here we go. I think the next time we fight him, there's bubbles. But they're not as bad as they were in the level. I mean, they're kind of bad as they were in the level, but oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. Yeah, see. Go up, hit him, just immediately get it. Just don't waste a whole lot of time here, because they will trip you up, and that's a cheap death. Alright. I think we just go to the boss fight now. I believe. I don't think there's another encounter other than the final encounter. And then we get a nice little ending cutscene. Yeah, here we go. This is the end. Let me just to satisfy myself, let me kill that. And yeah, here we go. All right, he doesn't change, but there's no flying heads or bubbles or anything like that. You just got to hit him twice, and it's over pretty quick. And oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He does. He flies. Hang on, just let me get him to land again. That's, well. All right, maybe you got to be okay. Yeah. Ah. Bam. That's it. Yeah. Then he falls. Goodbye, Stone Wizard. Bam. So I always thought that was cool. Like, he falls down. Niki lands on top of him. That spin wheel sword should have like landed in his head and just blood, and it'd have been a much more satisfying ending had I been able to remake this. But we all know how that went. So yeah, we get the ending. It wasn't much of one. You get this weird green and yellow curtain, and then it basically just resets itself like most games. This has been another episode of Dick Retro Plays the Classics. I am Dick Retro. Richard, if you watch the Next Gen Newsweek podcast, which I hope you do, stay tuned for more episodes of Dick Retro, and make sure you hit the subscribe button down there. We are, I think we're at 300 now on our push to 1,000. So yeah, if you've already subscribed, get somebody else to subscribe. Help us out. Help us reach that number. So I'll see you next time.